I was speaking to a leader at an engineering firm recently, and we were talking about the value of his team member networking in order to build business. And we were talking a lot about who these folks needed to network with. And very quickly, we got to prospects, right? And prospects look a particular way. So there's a particular demographic and psychographic for the kinds of people that he wanted his team members to be able to network with. So in addition to that, I threw the possibility of his team members networking with anybody and everybody. And he said, well, yeah, but definitely the first one. And I totally understood his reaction, and I didn't want to let it go. So we talked about it a little bit, and ultimately he understood where I was coming from. So I wanted to share this nuance with you as well. Yes, absolutely. Team members, professionals of all stripes should be targeting a particular kind of audience to network with, because not everybody can be a prospect or a client for you. But it's really good to get into the practice of networking with anybody and everybody for a couple of reasons. Reason number one is if you network with anybody and everybody knows somebody, right? So it's quite possible that if you have a really good networking conversation and you generate some kind of a relationship with Joe Average out there, Joe might go, oh, hey, you do X? I know somebody who could benefit from that. Or maybe more likely, oh, you help people with X? Yeah, I know somebody like that. Let me make an introduction and maybe the two of you can work together. The second thing is, if your folks are in the practice of networking with anybody and everybody, that means their muscles will already be strong when they have the opportunity to network with a prospect. You don't want your folks to only be networking when they are at a conference surrounded by prospects, because in that circumstance, they're going to need to spin up from nothing. They're going to have to remind themselves, oh, let's see, what do we actually do again? Who do we actually want to talk to? What value do we bring them? How do I do this? What do I say? What questions do I ask? How do I communicate my value? You don't want them needing to spin up all the time. You want them to be spun up all the time. You want them to be always on the lookout for people to talk to, and you always want their skills to be honed for building relationships and for communicating their value. So wouldn't it be great if everybody on your team was not only networking with prospects, but also networking with people out in the world who might be one click away from a prospect or 2 clicks away? And wouldn't it be great if they were networking with each other, building relationships with each other, because they are practicing helping each other, presenting themselves as sources of value to each other, learning about each other, and communicating how they can work better together. Think about that. Imagine that. And share your thoughts. We would love to hear your thoughts on that.